Welcome to one and all. I thank you for joining me. My name is Jen Moff. I am a mindfulness specialist and I work primarily with badass, heart-centered women entrepreneurs to help them become a little bit more mindful in play and work. And some of the other work that we do is primarily around self-care, boundaries, emotional wellness, empowerment, authenticity, that kind of thing. So today's scope is called What is Mindfulness, and how does meditation work anyway? So let's start with the first part. Mindfulness is a practice. It's a form of mental training. It was developed in Buddhist cultures and their spiritual basis. They have a spiritual basis in it, but it's not necessary for you to believe any one thing to practice it. And the benefits that you get from practice are exponential, and that's for another scope. But thank you guys again for joining. I see some familiar faces. Welcome, welcome. So mindfulness is, like I said, the practice of mental training. And I want to take a quick second and explain why it's important to practice this. So stereotypically, people can get their head space focused in either the past, the present, or the future. And the past is often spent looking at things in regret, nostalgia, disappointment, all of that kind of stuff. And when we're focused in our heads in the future, we tend to be wondering what's going to happen. Fear is very present. Worry is there. All sorts of stuff like that. And anxiety pops up. So when we're living more so in the future, we experience a lot of anxiety, and when we live more in the past, we experience more depression. But life is also about living in the present, and the importance of that is exponential. So the one thing that I want you guys to take away from this is we don't have the past anymore. We don't have the future yet. All we have is right now. So the ideal thing to do is to keep our headspace there. But sometimes it's hard because our brain just goes and does whatever it wants to do. And with mindfulness practice, and it is a form of meditation, like I said before, in mental training, it's a lot easier for us to make peace with the thoughts that go on in our head and not buy into them, not listen to them, not believe that they are us. And that's really powerful. It can really be transformative too. So the second question as part of today's scope is, how does meditation work anyway? Like I said before, people have these preconceptions about what it is. Thank you guys again for joining and the conversations and the hearts and the questions. And I really want to get all this good info out to you. So if there's questions, I'll try and take a look back and answer later. Oh my gosh, look at the heart attack going on right now. Love the purple and the brown. It's very pretty. Let's focus back on very, very quickly because we don't have a lot of time. Time is important. So meditation sometimes is thought to be like this, being able to calm your mind or not think. And I'm here to tell you that is not what it is. You know, blow me up with some hearts if you in the past have experienced somebody saying something to the effect of, like, any new meditations that I find out there, or these challenges or videos on YouTube, they're supposed to be like beginner level, but they're still really hard. Like, they're not introductory. Like, yeah, see, I see the hearts coming because I know. The first that happened to me, it happens to everybody that I work with. Meditation that is introductory out there is too high level because we don't even understand what we're supposed to be getting out of it and doing. Ultimately, it is a practice and we have to build slowly. And those ones that are like, oh, it's a short one, it's only 5-10 minutes, that's still a lot for a noob. I was once a noob too. I could barely last like 3 minutes. And that's an accomplishment. So meditation is an opportunity for us to observe what's going on up here without buying into it, without trying to change it, and without trying to accomplish anything. I think there's a lot of expectation of getting something done and thinking, because we're so very action-based here in the US especially. I don't know what the hell my hair's doing. It's all sorts of wackadoodle today. But there's this concept of like you having to accomplish something with it. And if you don't see like major movement or major change or something happening or like achieving enlightenment all of a sudden, then you've basically just not done it right. And I'm here to tell you that none of that is true. So like I said, this scope is primarily about what is mindfulness and what's the deal with meditation anyway. This is really basic level stuff, just a little bit to get you guys into kind of some of the fundamentals that I try and teach my clients. And we can dig a little bit deeper another time. And I'd love to come back and actually do a short meditation with you guys and explain a little bit more about what I like to call the Frogger theory for meditation. So join me, follow me. I'm on Periscope here fairly regularly these days. I try and hop in once a day, if not every couple of days, and give you guys some good stuff. And I'm on Twitter and Facebook as well. If you have questions, hit me up. Anywhere you want to look around online, for the most part, I'm there. And I hope you guys get a little bit more interested and curious about the benefits of meditation. And if I can be of any help, let me know. Big, big hugs. And for those of you that were asking, no, I cannot marry you. No, I am not 16. I'll be 34 in a month. And thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks for the hearts. Love you guys. Bye.